Hey everyone, how's it going?
Welcome back to another video.
We got this box in front of us today because if you saw a previous video of ours, Jasmine did a what's in the box challenge.
Mystery box challenge.
Mystery box.
And it was Chris's turn today, so.
Here we go. We actually filmed this yesterday. Disclaimer, we're wearing different clothes. There's actually nothing in this box, but we thought we'd put it here for dramatic effect.
So, yeah, we forgot to film the intro. You'll see why in the video. I'll just tell you, but I wasn't feeling well. So it's just a little off day for us filming, but we're gonna film a little more enthusiastic intro here.
Also, disclaimer, I hope this video came out okay. I filmed it by myself, and I typically don't do that, so.
We'll see.
There was two cameras going.
I'm gonna edit it tonight.
Got a little bit crazy.
So the way this mystery box challenge works is basically Chris and I will pick we picked four, right?
Mm-hmm. So
4 ingredients from the kitchen.
Yeah, Jasmine picked 4 ingredients for me. Yeah. Random things.
Yeah, and we actually started this because we wanted to use up stuff in our pantry and our fridge. So another rule is we can't buy anything for this, which is cool. I think that's like a fun thing.
We can only use what we have on hand and those 4 ingredients. And yeah,
And Chris has free reign. He can grab whatever he wants in the kitchen. Kind of like Chopped.
We were gonna do a high challenge and I was gonna smoke weed before this, but we decided not to. If you want to see that in another video, let us know because
I will not be joining.
A high type cuisine challenge.
High cuisine.
We'll see.
Yeah, I will not be joining that. I'll do a drunk one, but I am not fun when I'm high, so. Anyways, let's just get into this video. I think we've been talking for a really long time.
Let's do it.
All right. I don't know, I have no plan right now, and our pantry is a disaster, so just please bear with me. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna pick. I was trying to like figure things out in my head, but I feel like I'm planning a recipe and I shouldn't be, so I'm just gonna kind of run in there, grab stuff within 30 seconds, and then pop out of there, and hopefully it gets the job done. So, I guess this is right in front of me. Alright, I just got one. This was right in front of my face, so chickpea flour. Alright, fridge time. It's a little bit of a mess in here, so I'm not going to give you a whole tour. But I know for sure I wanted to get this because this is going to go bad. And yeah, just going to get them to use it up. And then we have... I guess pumpkin. It's fall and it's fall. Alright, so I got 3 things. For mine, he did 4 ingredients, and I kind of want to do the same, but at the same time, I don't know what to pick. He definitely can make something savory with that. I feel like that's like the only option. Why not? Alright, I guess. So this needs to be used. I guess this will be ingredient number 4. Yeah, let's see what Chris has to say. All right, got my ingredients in here. I'm not feeling the best today, guys, so sorry. I'm a little...
I hope you feel better.
Thanks, I'm a little not here. But let's see what I picked out for you. So we need to use...
What the heck is this? Rotten kale.
It's not rotten, it just needs to be used. It's not rotten, I promise.
It's spooky. Rotten
It's not rotten. It needs to be used up.
What is this?
It's celery. Just rinse it. It's good.
Alright, so we have kale, rotten kale, rotten celery, and chickpea flour. Okay. And then pumpkin. Great. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll make like a rotten salad with chickpea.
You want me to pick a different ingredient? Huh? It's not rotten. It doesn't. It's not rotten. You know when kale's been sitting and it starts like turning lighter? I'm so mad at you.
So I'm just gonna use these as chopsticks. That's gonna be the ingredient.
I'm gonna step out.
I gotta do some thinking.
You're gonna think. And
here we go.
I
don't know. I'm scared. A rotten salad. All right, I'm back. I have done a little bit of research and I've decided what I'm gonna make. So, given the kale situation and the celery situation, that kind of threw things off a bit. These were pretty easy to work with, the chickpea flour and the pumpkin, but I think I'm gonna try to make some pumpkin veggie chickpea fritters. So basically I'm gonna mix the chickpea flour and make like a batter and then fry them into fritters. And then we can dip them in hummus or something. Something like that. So let's get cooking. I hope this works out. Should be good. If it all works out, it should be really good. So let's do this. Alright, so I have a bunch of spices here that I'm gonna use. I was trying to figure out if I should make them sweet or savory, but given the kale and the celery, I think it's best to keep them savory. I also prefer savory things, so yeah. So we have some garlic powder, cumin, onion powder, coriander, curry powder, and then salt and pepper. So these are the spices we're gonna be seasoning the fritters with. And we're also, I was trying to figure out if I should chop up the kale and dice it or just throw it in a food processor with the celery. These look scary to me, I don't know. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so first things first, I am going to rinse this kale. I don't think I'm gonna use all of it. Discard the rest. I think this looks good. We have 4 stems, so I'm gonna wash this up along with the celery, and then we're just gonna process it up to make like not a puree, but just to like break it down a bit. And I'm also just gonna chop the ends off the celery on both sides. The top's got a little bit dry in the fridge, so I'm just gonna get rid of those, and then I'll just cut these in half too, so it's easier to process. Kind of just winging it here, but we'll see what happens. Very green. I kind of had a hindsight thought that I should cut the stems off of the kale and just use the leaves, but we're a little too far gone for that now, so. Okay, well, made a little bit of a mess here, but that's all right. All right, I need a bowl. Jasmine's not feeling well, so she is not helping me today, but that's okay. I guess it's a challenge-ish kind of thing, and she wouldn't be helping me anyway. But I gotta get a bowl. Let me get a bowl. All right, we have some measuring apparatus. We're gonna start out with a cup of chickpea flour. So right now we're gonna be mixing together our dry ingredients. So we have a cup of chickpea flour. Okay, I think that should be good. We have some salt. I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon in here. I need baking soda, that's what I need and I don't have, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Just have this monster bag of baking soda. I'll put this over here, a quarter teaspoon, so I'm just gonna use a half a teaspoon and fill it halfway, because I don't know where my quarter teaspoon is. Need some cumin. There we go. Coriander. So basically right now we're just mixing our spices and dry mix together, so basically it's just the flour and the spices. And then basically from here we'll just mix our wet mixture in and then we'll fry them up, and it's as simple as that. Curry powder, I'm excited about that. Hope these come out good. I think they will. I've got high hopes for this. I like a lot of garlic, so put about a teaspoon in there. And I like onion powder also. And I'll add a little bit of black pepper, just, I don't know. I love black pepper. So we have our dry mixture. I need hot water So I'm gonna let that boil, and then I'm gonna clean up this area a little bit, and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. The water is heated. We're gonna add about a half a cup into our mixture. And then we're gonna also add about 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. So by the way, everything that I'm using are ingredients that we had at home. So we didn't go to the store or anything. So the challenge typically is to use whatever the ingredients were in the box plus whatever else we have at home. So there is that. Ooh, this is starting to smell really good. So I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin. And then I'm just gonna whisk this up. And now I'm gonna add our kale and celery in here. I'm not gonna add all of it, maybe about half. Then I'm just gonna mix it through with a spatula. So these smell really good. I've got high hopes for it. Now all that's left to do is grab a frying pan, add a little bit of oil. We'll fry them up on both sides real quick, and we'll be good to go. So we have our cooktop, our pan ready to go. I have to start talking a little bit louder just because this thing is a little bit loud. We have some avocado oil. You can also use olive oil, whatever kind of oil you want, just to coat the pan with so it doesn't stick or anything. And also we're frying these, so it's good to have a decent amount. Alright, so we're gonna be using a cookie scooper to scoop these onto the pan. Let's drop it in, see what happens. Okay. So I realized it might help to flatten these out a little bit. It's the first time I'm trying something like this, so you kind of learn as you go. Well, this first round didn't quite turn out the way I had planned. So I'm hoping the second round is a little bit better. Getting smoky in here. I'm probably gonna have to whip up another batch. I should have made a double batch just because that only made a few and those weren't perfect. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then I'll be back. All right, I'm back. This whole mess here, sorry about that. I have a new batch of chickpea fritters. I'm gonna try something different this time when we fry them. Last time I wasn't using a nonstick pan. This time I'm going to. We're still gonna use some oil, but I think they won't burn as quickly on this and I don't have to use as much. So we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment here and we'll see how this turns out as opposed to with the other pan that we used. And then I'm also gonna flatten these out like I mentioned before once I drop them into the pan, just so they cook a little bit more evenly. The other ones ended up coming out really, really good still. It's just once I was flipping them, I think I put too many on at one time and it became hard to flip, so they started to get all messed up. So I'll do a quick redo. This recipe is bomb, so at least we know that for sure. Alright, so now we wait for these to cook up a little bit. These might actually be good deep fried also, but definitely not the healthiest option. It's also cool to like sneak kale and celery into this if you have kids and they're kind of picky with vegetables. This is a great way to kind of mask that taste and still have something delicious for them to eat. Also, these pair great with like hummus or like a vegan tzatziki sauce or some sort of like yogurty dressing. But I think we'll just dip these in hummus. If anything, they're great on their own too. So these are from the first batch. They're almost like little falafels, but I don't know, they're really good. Let's see if these are ready to flip. Not quite, not quite. Getting a little ahead of myself here. Also, one thing I've noticed since switching pans, this one definitely takes a little bit longer to cook. I'm not really too sure why, but something to keep in mind. I think I might have been silly and I crowded this pan again. This one seems done. Let's try to flip this one. I need something so I don't burn myself. Ooh, wow, that looks nice. I feel like I'm playing Operation right now. Remember that game? I'm really excited about these. Wasn't too sure how they were gonna come out originally, but these look pretty darn good if you ask me. I'm really pumped on these. I hope Jasmine likes them. She was nervous about what I was gonna cook, but I'm in it. I'm in it to win it here. We got sick of Jasmine in the house. I told him you weren't feeling well.
What is it?
So we have pumpkin and veggie chickpea fritters.
Is there a sauce?
No, I was just gonna use hummus.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sick on camera. I feel dizzy.
We got our hummus. We have our fritters. So try an ugly one because I gotta take photos of these.
This one an ugly one?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Wow. Holy crap.
You didn't think they were gonna be good, I could tell.
No, I just don't feel like eating food right now. There's kale and celery in it.
Mm-hmm. So,
Can
I
have
figured...
some water?
Mm-hmm. I figured it's a great way to sneak veggies into a recipe if you have kids and they're picky. And also the pumpkin brings out the spice really nicely.
Mm-hmm. Did you pan fry these?
Mm-hmm. I had to do it twice.
Did you air fry them or no? Or is the batter too wet?
Might be a little too goopy.
Did you do it twice?
Yeah, because I used a pan that wasn't non-stick at first. So I made a mess. So I had to remake a whole batch. Everything's documented, so.
I'll see it when I'm editing the video. Well, I think Chris won the mystery box challenge even though you're against yourself. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You succeeded.
I'm happy. Jasmine, before we went into this, I told him already, but she was nervous about what I was gonna make. She thought I was just gonna throw something together and not really care about it.
Wrap.
Yeah, make a sandwich or a wrap, but boom! Look at that. So yeah, the mystery box challenge number 2 in the books. If you didn't see our first one, Jasmine made a breakfast sandwich. Mm-hmm. So she was trying to play towards my likes and I was trying to play towards hers with this. So
that's good.
It's cute. So we'll link that one down below also. We might put this recipe on the blog. I think it's good enough to go on the blog, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like it.
So we'll put this recipe on the blog. It'll be linked down below also. If you like these challenges, let us know. We'll do more of them.
I won't be sick next time, I promise.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.